so many of us are learning to unmask that we've lived these lives of masking and pretending and trying to
Yes.
subdue who we are. Because
Yes.
we're not sort of the stereotypical woman or the stereotypical mother, but actually when we get the diagnosis, we're able to kind of peel away those layers and just be that authentic self. And, what happens is there's grief there. And the women I speak to, they look back and they say, I can see that in my mum. I see that in my grandma. And they go through the generations and they see that these women weren't able to have in their life. And so it's a blessing that we have this awareness. Who
Yes.
knows what's gonna, in 10 years time. But what I'd love to finish on is, I mean, what do you see the future with ADHD like? I mean, what legacy would you like to leave? And someone that's given so much and written so many amazing books, like where would you like to see ADHD, in 10 years, 20 years?
Well, I would like to see that, I was someone who led us to jettison the deficit disorder, the medical model, keep it
Mm.
medical for sure, but uh, jettison the model that stresses pathology and only pathology.
Yeah.
And instead, I'd like to think that I opened it up to include the gifted part and the troubled part, that the way to triumph over the troubled part is to focus on the gifted part, grow the strengths, grow the creativity, and you'll crowd out the negative. I think people spend too much time dissecting and attending to the negative. But what you really build a life on is developed strengths,
Mhm.
not remediated weaknesses. Now, in order to develop strengths, you do have to remediate some weaknesses. So I'm not saying ignore or deny the downside, but I am saying promote, celebrate, develop the upside. I mean, that's where the real gold is. It's in the upside,
Mhm.
and if you don't see an upside, find someone who does. And so I like to think that I'm a sort of a pioneer in that I said, no, this bleak deficit disorder, well, sure, there are those symptoms, but you're ignoring the amazing feast on the other side of the hill, and we can do things other people can't do. We have magic powers, that's what imagination is. It's the ability to create what wasn't there before.
Mhm.
So it's making something out of nothing. Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
And most of what we make is useless, maybe even annoying. But then something comes along that's a gem that's worth the worth a Nobel Prize.